Or will OMG put a nail into IG's forehead? I don't know. Sounds painful. Only if OMG can do it though. Scaling versus the ball of IG as usual. As we return to the Rift for game number 1. IG 11-3 and aiming for higher seeding for playoffs. As we welcome you to Summoner's Rift. Look at this. It's like playing Assassin's Creed. They're loading the scene. You know, you're in Animus, and this is where we are.
No, I kind of expected the Gyos.
But it's not IG Day. It was only BLG Day before. That's why we got the Gyos. What?
We have on still Spellbook.
Yeah, we do. Rookie doesn't care.
Rookie does not care about having to wait that extra 60 seconds.
He's a patient man. Although, how he plays. Do you think, would you call Rookie a patient player?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
You'd call him a great player.
Yes.
Playing some of his best League of Legends
right now.
One of the
best. If not, you know, I don't want to carve out the best title just loosely, but...
Hey, I went on a show and did it.
You did?
A lot of fans were very upset with me. They said, you know, what about Chovy, Showmaker? People put Faker in, but Faker right now, you know, not playing the best League of Legends. But it is a discussion that I can't wait to have as we head towards Worlds. IG, a team right now that is heading towards there themselves. We have to talk about this game. You mentioned how the snowballing nature of IG needs to come through, the poke, the siege, and how IG needs to get this game rolling.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, you have the Jayce, you have the Kalista, you have the Zoe, a lot of champions that do come online, you know, at that 1 to 2 item mark. So you also have three lanes of pressure. We already seen the top lane right now in the minimap that TheShy is completely bullying out Curse. If Rookie wants to push the lane in the early levels, he definitely can, just throwing out those pedal stars at the back line.
Nice stretch line here. It is a Kalista with Halo Blades for Puff. Smlz at half, but Severum, of course, will slowly heal him up.
Also, press the attack on the Aphelios.
Yeah.
So that is something
a lot of healing
interesting about 10-15, you're right. Also having the overheal and the Legend Bloodline. But still, we do expect Kalista to have early pressure in this laning phase. So, like I said, Ning should have 3 lanes of pressure. So, I'm kind of interested to see how he decides to play it out. Because, obviously, Jayce is a type of champion who at least wants vision. So, he can bully out his matchup, try to chunk down those turret plates and get ahead. But when you do have Kalista and Nautilus in the bot lane, that obviously signals, hey, we're going for more kill pressure. They even first picked the Kalista. And sure, it was a flex for IG, but... I'd say I want to see if Ning can start influencing this matchup maybe around that level 3 mark. We do see them getting the push into turrets, so they are going to get the bounce back in about a minute. So
he did talk heavily about Ning paying more attention to the bottom lane.
We had a clip of it. We had a clip of Ning ganking bot, something we have not seen on IG, you know, outside of the recent weeks in a long time.
And the only thing more bizarre is Ning walking through mid, right? What we talked about in previous weeks with Ning and Rookie having interactions. Direct interactions in the laning phase. So the potential's still there. Bit of deep vision gained here from IG, but OMG defensive line themselves, while Hackers in the bottom lane, just clearing up this Gromp and thinking about going bot.
Yep, he's going to try to get this gank off first.
Sora with the play, exhausted down on the pup. He's trying to kite his way away. Gets the flash, but the hook from Sora, beautifully done. First blood over to Hacker. Baolan trying to trade the heal to get him out. Forward he goes with the flash here. Bit of glitch, but Ning's come in. This is a PTA Trundle with teleport on the way. Smlz may get the kill, but Ning gets the chomp down, and Sora has no chance if TheShy's in for this one as well. Good dodge away. And this Jayce who TP'd in got the kill too.
And overall, that was a nice play coming out from OMG to start off. Very intelligent gank. Going to go for the bot lane kills to transition that into a Scuttle Crab. But guess what? Ning was around the area. Good job by IG's bot lane to buy enough time despite Puff going down. Baolan pretty much soloing out SMLZ.
Yeah.
Ning comes in, TheShy comes in, and they pick up 3 kills to 2. Feels really nice for the side of IG.
Got a bit of a even gold state even after that, though. We'll watch this again because Hacker was in first.
And Sora coming in with a really nice play onto 2 members and lands the hook onto Puff, which pretty much guarantees his kill for Hacker being the one to pick it up in the end. But even here, it looked like Baolan was going to be able to take him down. Does secure that for himself. Ning gets in, and Ning just dealing so much damage. You already mentioned the PTA also has the red buff, so going to chomp to finish off that kill. TheShy coming in, and it does guarantee this last kill. It gave Curse a bit more wiggle room in top lane.
But he's back again. Ning ganking the bottom lane and SMLZ against the wall. He's just dead. Sora now locked down. And immediately for IG, bottom is fed.
And overall, this goes back to what we said. We said, hey, we'd rather see Ning playing towards the bot lane rather than towards top side with TheShy. And even the last play left the lane in a very good place.
As Curse now with the Bellows Breath wants to trade back, but for TheShy, Doing still a great job running into this Ornn. But as you were saying, yeah, the bottom lane now with 2 kills. Ning playing towards it has just made this look pretty good.
Ooh.
As Rookie sends a trouble bubble out, has to flash as Hacker walks in.
Yep, the trouble bubble going not wide, just outright missing because Icon did not walk forward. So a bit unfortunate for the side of IG having to lose that summoner, but at least it is a Zoe. At least you are going to have windows to pick up, you know, things like, you know, proto belts for minions and things like hosts.
Hacker, even despite the bottom lane play going towards IG, Hacker still trying to be active on the map here as he crosses through mid, takes the flash away, a chance to regank that lane. Spellbook will be up pretty shortly.
This is also why Azir as a champion is so nice, because he's one of the only scaling mages that I'd say in most matchups can fight for priority, can fight for push, especially if he took something like Lethal Tempo, which we don't see a lot of Azirs take anymore. But the point is you have options, you have rune choices, you have, you know, items, trade patterns that allow Azir to contest pretty much anyone.
It's been Icon's best performing champion as of recently. Not something that in the past you'd consider, oh, Icon's an Azir player.
That was the champion that led to OMG winning over Suning, with that carry performance coming from him. So nice to see him back on that champion.
Small CS lead in the lane as the common Azir, but should be evening out while Rookie's heading towards the bottom lane. But I also believe he was spotted out.
And we also
pings
see
were just getting thrown down.
Ning is here as well.
Yep.
So going to go control vision in the enemy jungle, it looks like, and they could start hovering bot side, maybe threaten a potential dive.
There's already a massive CS lead. Puff has the Cutlass already in his inventory. I mean, this Kalista is quite large, so if they get on this bottom lane of OMG, Puff's going to get more kills.
It goes back to that first dive where the wave was left pushing into IG.
True.
I'm going to slow down because it looks like the dive is going to come through.
Okay, Ning is level 6 already. Holy moly. Smlz paying respect, grabbing him there. Pillar out onto Sora. TP being burned. Drenchline doesn't connect from Baolan. IG have to escape with the teleport flying through to Curse. Brings in Call the Forge God. Puff doesn't dodge away. Left in place, steering charge. With no knock up here. The Bellows Breath for damage. He kites it out for a bit, but exhausted down. Gravitum saves the day. And Smlz gets a massive shutdown.
Yeah, and overall IG going a bit too far forward, looking for that dive. And even had Puff gone the other way, I think he was pretty much dead with Curse coming in. Actually, it actually could have been worse in my opinion, because then you could have hit a Call the Forge God onto multiple members of IG.
Uh-oh. But Smlz wants to push up this wave.
And Ning's still here.
Will Crescendum save the day? I don't know. Dark Passage taken. Here comes Baolan, who didn't back away. Smlz has 6, Sephram available, and the overheal, remember. But the hook not connecting means Smlz has no hope. Dies after using his ulti, and Sora once again being dove. Baolan takes it up for a bit and ends it there. Sora does live, but a kill goes over to Baolan, who now has a bounty.
Just a cheeky play coming out from IG's bot lane. Baolan hiding in that bush and Ning staying around. We look at the bot side river with all the vision control they have. So going to be nice to keep denying CS, you know, from Smlz and keep snowballing Puff forward despite the death. But hey, Smlz's hit 2,000 kills.
Yeah, he has. And normally our broadcast brings it up, but we'll see. It'll be like that realization here for Smlz. I believe he's number 8 in the league for most kills. So another congratulations to Smlz. That is information I can find out. But while we congratulate Smlz picking up the bounty on the shutdown of Puff, we have to remember that Puff got back into lane sooner, got the push here for 2 bits of turret plating, and is 20 CS up. And we return to Ning, who's hovering around mid, but so is Hacker, who's been farming the whole time he was engaging bot.
Yep, and the thing is, as we can see now, that TheShy is pressure top, so OMG not going to be able to start this Herald up without Smlz here and looking to start this fight. Another thing is, I was going to say, look at the mana values in mid. Rookie is completely out of mana.
Yes, he is.
So no team wanting to look for the Herald necessarily with kind of the states of different lanes.
It's been a pretty interesting early game. One that very IG favored at the moment with a 2k gold lead. We talked about them having to get off the ground. OMG want this game to pace out and get towards those all-ins with the team fighting.
IG definitely want more of these early game river skirmishes coming out. Looks like, yep, the Blade of the Rune King coming out for Puff, and so he's at his, you know, apex of strength right now. TheShy also very strong, finally picked the Mana Immune, and having the Zoe right, when you have these river skirmishes, that is where all the summoner spells start coming out that you can abuse, you know, have more mobility in the team fights, get the damage out from your W as well, which actually feels pretty good.
Oh yeah. And Rookie Zoe, if people haven't seen it before, there's actually an old clip from 2018 of Rookie getting a triple kill with 1 single paddle star. Pretty high up in the Twitch clip back end here of our Twitch channel. Something I always go back to for a bit of hype. But IG, meanwhile, even on this ward, are going to be picking up the Rift Herald.
Also nice by them, you know, they did the swap very well to where TheShy went bot lane, so ideally they shouldn't be able to lose out any pressure, you know, anywhere, at least losing out any XP, but with the fact that Hacker could be down here, we do see TheShy going for Krugs.
Cold Forge God going to be used on this duo lane. Depth charge burnt by Baolan. Doesn't really net much. He goes to half, he gets ignited down, Herald gets dropped. First turret will be secured here by Invictus Gaming as Ning is just an annoyance on top of Curse. And they want the inner turret from this as well. Empress Divide lands onto Rookie. He has the flash available, drops the ignite first, tries to kite around. Bit of damage under this turret, but he survives. Sora unable to get the hook distance. Rookie to walk away.
And Icon's just been playing so well recently.
Yeah.
In the past 3 series, Icon has actually looked like a phenomenal player.
Red line put down Ignite as well. Fate's Call used to dodge from the aggro. It's now Ning who gets caught up and survives. This turret's dead. Straight towards the push.
2 turrets to none because OMG haven't even picked up the bot side tier 1 turret yet. Looks like it should be going down with Hacker now hovering, taking Dragon and Icon as well. But, you know, starting off with the play, I was actually kind of favoring OMG because it's like, hey, you're dodging out on the Ornn versus Jayce matchup. You're also getting some gold onto Smlz, who's being denied heavily in the 2v2. But now with the massive gold swing and tempo advantage they got off of, you know, already being done with those 2 turrets, so we can see on our minimap Puff and Baolan coming back. Obviously, massive advantage for IG. But it is also what their comp needs.
Yeah, 3K gold lead now. Has to continue forward at 11, 12 minutes into the game. I'm just looking across the board. And yeah, Icon with the CS lead once again. In the previous series when he played the Azir, always ahead of the clock. He's at 120 right now, just about at 12 minutes into the game. So he's matching. And he's beating Rookie at Rookie's own game. Rookie has been the mid laner who's been, you know, averaging like a 20 CS lead at the 15, 20-minute mark himself.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's the most impressive, right? Because Rookie has been our hands down the most dominant laning and mid laner in the LPL.
As lockdown is Icon.
Right? I felt like as I was saying that he was about to pick up a solo kill,
Good
but
timing.
IG on the bottom side of the map just going to guarantee some more plate gold for their carry.
I mean, Puff is pretty large. He has a double dagger and Blade of the Ruined King at 12 minutes into the game. Baolan shadowing with Rookie now joining. Hacker's over the wall. He's going to stop this, but Rookie's going to spot him out. The hook lands, but I'm not sure anymore. With the depth charge laid down, Hacker lucky he gets out. Thanks to the Dark Passage.
I love that you use the word lucky because had that Sleepy Trouble Bubble just gone a bit to the right, it looked like Hacker would have been dead and being extremely greedy with that E forward.
And now setting up for the fight. Here comes the TP. It's earlier than OMG. The dredge line once again into the box. But Hacker is burned out quickly. Has to flash away from the fight. Now for IG. They turn for the rest. TheShy has zoned off Smlz, who has the most gold. Puff going forward. But the rain doesn't finish off the kill. Baolan with the re-engage, and he's out of mana now. Icon doesn't get anyone with the ulti. And Rookie tries to get over the walls. Smlz kills TheShy. He's going to flash forward in for this. He wants Smlz. The Paddle Star connects. The heal's there. The auto attack. But the hook from Sora does enough work. And Rookie fakes the flash to get away.
And that was extremely close and all over the place, honestly. We saw that Curse was there first. He'd walk down from top lane. Obviously, there are no turrets or anything to give over to TheShy anymore, so has a very easy time getting here first. TheShy committing TP in a very awkward place, which set up for that solo kill that Smlz found onto TheShy. And then just everything was a bit too short onto the members of OMG, right? Onto the Aphelios, onto the Graves, where they weren't able to finish off any of these kills.
But the problem is, even after all that comes through and you see some light for OMG, IG do this again. Puff has just picked up his second 5-round of plating on a turret, but we'll talk about that in a second.
And at the same time, right, this is not how IG wants to take their fights. Like, they're the comp we said wants to be playing from range with the Zoe and the Jayce, so they're right in the middle of all of OMG's members, but they're so far ahead they're still able to come out on top. They need to dedicate a few flashes, but let's see how Smlz secures this one.
With ulti flash?
Yeah,
okay.
Ult flash auto, you know.
Didn't respect.
Still overall nice from Smlz to be able to pick that one up.
Yeah, absolutely. 2001. Now we start counting. We start counting towards the 3K.
Smlz having a decent game so far. Like, I mean, you were hard focused by IG's jungle and mid, and we saw how much vision control they had very early on. Still 2 Drakes up. I don't think they are too far and out of this game. Nope. They're down about 4K gold, but
if Smlz dies here with rain available, Fate's Call used onto the Aphelios, he's just dead. Puff has a Zeal, and he has the Ninja Tabi against Smlz.
You know, I don't really believe in the caster curse, especially when I listen to you guys. I don't feel like it ever happens. But whenever I praise a player, they always go down right after.
That is very true. You ready for Curse to die here? Because TheShy's running in with Ning. And he's now in a very awkward position. The damage kited out, knocked against. Call the Forge God great, but Subjugate burn. And TheShy picks up his second kill. While Baolan's walking into this. Be the death sentence, the box placed down. Puff trying to kite his way, but that flash was not good. And Icon only just survives, but the thing is, he hit everything. As Rookie does the same with the Trouble Bubble, but outranged at the moment. And a good pick from OMG.
And that was just greedy pathing, to where you could even see on the minimap, right? No one was showing, no one was in bot catching the wave, no one was in mid catching the wave. All they had to do is walk behind the corridor behind Dragon towards mid. Would have been way safer. They opt to walk through river. All of OMG's there, they get picked off.
Well, OMG, every time they find a pick like this, tempo evens out a little bit. It's of course still a 5k gold lead. Evens out a little bit. Even 4k, sorry. Point math is sometimes hard.
I was going to say, I'm glad you caught that, because that's going to be one of those ones where I'm like, do I call him out on it?
You should. Always call me out. You ready for Dragon in 5 seconds, though? Because the Cloud Rift and Cloud Dragons, the number 4 for IG to pick up. 2 more for OMG to threaten Sol.
And just to remind once again, the name of the game for OMG is, these front-to-back team fights where, Curse can find these engages or, counter engages.
Yep. We
see that Smlz and Icon get the room to deal damage. To where for IG, it really feels like they need to lay down the punishment before the fight starts. With their item advantages, as we saw in the last fight, it might be a lot closer than it should be. I mean, there we go.
That'll start it. Hacker gets chunked out, has to back away. The rest of OMG say, forget the Dragon, let's go to Herald.
And I like this choice, because actually, you have 2 Dragons already. IG are so far away from picking up Sol, and you don't have to worry about anything like an Elder anytime soon, so just give that one up, get something elsewhere, because guess what? You're buying time, and that's all that matters.
But meanwhile, TheShy is going to be hitting this turret. So, in a turret going down for the Herald. Might be okay for OMG if they can find something from this Herald. Let's give it over to Smlz. Dark Passage gets him to safety, and IG can't punish him, but Solo Lane has got some gold there.
And Rookie being the...
You saw that, yeah.
Loving big brother and hovering over.
Now, while there's a highlight on TheShy, while we just get this quick moment, I want to remind everyone that TheShy is currently 1,004 kills in his career to 1,070 deaths. He has more career deaths still, but his recent performance has pushed him up into more kills. The stretch line connects. We start off the fight, just burnt down his Icon, who enters the bounce house himself. Called Forge God only hits Rookie, but OMG is set packing, and Rookie keeps hitting these trouble bubbles. Now against the wall, goes gold in the nick of time. Sora ready for the death sentence. Perfect timing as well. And OMG get the pick for their turret. Again, making sure it doesn't go any further than that 4.5k.
Honestly, overall, I just don't understand the initial dredge line coming out from Baolan. You were sieging down the turret, you were taking the turret. You have a bunch of great angles with the terrain for a Rookie to keep throwing out sleepy trouble bubbles over those walls to try to set up for a, an easier pick.
Could be because he has a bounty and thinks he's invincible.
Could be it. Could be the confidence play. IG and confidence plays, they feel like synonyms.
But that feels like a very Baolan thing to do, which is why he's always fit into this roster so well.
Baolan is very alpha, if that's what you are trying to say.
And from memory, was a very noisy member when he was on the roster in 2018, in 2019. And as onto Icon, TheShy does a bit of damage here with the unstacked Manamune.
Especially up against Icon, right? Like, if you're put up against someone like Curse, who has the armor, you built lethality, you're not going to hit as hard, but against the Icon, up against Icon, not the Icon, you are going to do a ton of damage.
TheShy, the Icon, dredge line close here, great pillar, but Hacker is still too far away. Smlz and Sora are joining in. Sora's Thresh has been pretty key in this game so far. Icon's walking into this lane. It's hammer time. Shock Blast misses though. TheShy still walking forward. Icon in with the ultimate himself, and TheShy's burning down. Icon ready for the soldier, just kills him, and that'll add one more death to the mix.
Oh, God. Just as you're praising him, like about to catch up for his career kills versus deaths, just as it happens, we see TheShy look for this play. And hey, actually, we can see how it was supposed to work out. We can see why he went for it.
But he did miss everything.
Yes, he did.
I mean, the one thing is the Shock Blast, and he missed that. So.
I mean, he missed a Shock Blast. He obviously hammered onto the minions, trying to close the distance. So not really having many damage tools left up.
Rookie. Hello.
Ooh.
Oh, blue buff was given over, and he hit the trouble bubble. Rookie's walking in. Ning's beside him. Hacker at low health. Subjugate used, and this Zoe just set up a play that shouldn't even exist.
No, overall great play coming out from Rookie. I'm actually surprised he got the blue buff, but bought enough time for Ning to show up. Ults, throws down the pillar, and just a very easy 1-2 for the side of IG.
Just Rookie things again, I'd say as well. Ning does pick up the kill, but he's now 2-0-6 with a bounty himself. IG is starting Baron.
I've rewatched a lot of recent IG series, and they do this more than any other team in the league.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Trouble Bubble landing again as OMG look to check. Teleport was burnt too. The Rift Herald placed on mid, but IG don't care. Teleport from OMG to bring Curse into the fray. Icon has ulti again as Rookie pokes on over. Sora's hook does not connect. Teleport is not there because it's Smite, that comes through. IG just pick up the Baron, and they're out. They want to re-engage. Fate's call is in. Call the Forge God to disengage, but the poke is massive. Not only pick up Baron, they're picking up the kill and trying to hit Curse next. Smlz, the core factor in this fight, but he too will die as Hacker tries to join in. Is flashed on by TheShy. And with the movement speed from the acceleration gate, they still want to kill Curse. Baolan doesn't have enough mana. Searing charge for the turnaround. Icon dodges through. The ultimate doesn't do too much. And boy, oh boy, did IG do it again.
And I don't know how IG always get away with this with these sneaky Barons. Oh, obviously, they got the pick onto Hacker to start off with. We're only 20 minutes into the game. This is not the kind of stuff that should happen, but still great engage off of that coming from Puff with the Fate's Call. They go in aggressive, like you said. They get the speed up coming from TheShy. And a bunch of kills, and guess what? They lost a mid lane turret for it. Who cares?
Who cares? Because they picked up the Baron and then did this.
Yep, and we see the Fate's Call coming out from Puff. Baolan goes in aggressively. Great Nautilus ultimate onto Smlz. They just all are able to run forward. You now have the numbers advantage coming out. Doesn't even matter how tanky Curses has to flash away aggressively. Smlz then getting taken down by Puff. And I mean, from here, it was just, easy pickings, like you said. They keep running forward. We're going to see Ning be able to throw down another pillar quite soon. Actually, Curse going in aggressively, and even on the left side of our screen, seeing IG pick up another dragon.
And you know what? All of a sudden, 7K. With Baron in hand, with the dragon you just mentioned, 20% CDR. And you got a Jayce, and you got a Zoe who can hide in this fog of war. And when things like this keep happening, OMG have to start fearing Rookie, who's 2-1-2.
That's the thing. Is I honestly feel like Zoe feels like the most oppressive champion in the game from being ahead. Again, just the angles you can take advantage of for your Stibby Trouble Bubble and your portal jump with your paddle stars.
And when you're lacking vision as well, out of nowhere they fly. The Jayce here on IG is just sending shock blasts through the middle.
And, not really any MR coming out on any of the squishy members for OMG yet, so going to get a ton of value from the Source Boots plus Oblivion Orb combo right now.
What did you say the average game time of IG was? 30 minutes?
It was about that. I think it was 30 minutes and some seconds.
Well, this should put down the average by a little bit at this point.
It was the second lowest.
As here's the lowest DMO.
It was actually V5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. We talked about that in previous broadcasts. When they win, they win. 23 minutes, though, and inhibitor gone. TheShy is doing a bucket load of damage at this point. And now that the mid inhibitor's gone, the sieging that you talked about, very much available for IG to continue through top.
Yeah, IG just going to rotate over. They still have the Baron, as you talked about. And this is what's so scary. Right? We talked about Zoe and how she can play over terrain with these bubbles with the paddle star. TheShy also being able to throw out those Qs.
Sora hitting some of his might be crucial for OMG to hold this defense, but Puff is already so fed. Giga fed is the word I'd use with 3 items. Now picked up in the Death Dance. TheShy's coming in for the flank, and the wombo that doesn't always exist is now there. Half health for everyone in OMG. Sora the next target. Nice Empress Divide from Icon, but IG only know how to go forward. And in 24 minutes, they will absolutely spank OMG with the quadra kill over to Puff.
And this is exactly the performance we expect out of a team that just 2-0 top esports. Going to be a very easy and clean game coming out from IG.
Easy, clean, fun, ultimately supreme in Game 1. Invictus Gaming, once again, continue their win streak and make an OMG look like flies.
And once again, another amazing